Good afternoon, and welcome to Man Cave Meditations. Let's dive in. So I was thinking back. I made my last video 6 days ago, like it was basically a week ago, and might as well be 6 weeks ago. Jesus, the amount of shit that just goes on, just the movement of time, the concentration of events per time is it's incredible right now. I realized the last time I spoke, it was before that vote took place, a couple days before the vote, which was just Tuesday, to release the files. I mean, it feels like it was longer than that, but it was just Tuesday. And I was calling the fact that I was easy. I don't think it was difficult to do. The way the wind was blowing, like Congress, the House was going to vote, and again, it's like a tidal wave. It ends up just so they all got caught up. Obviously, who wants to be the one person? Was it one guy, Republican Clay Higgins from Louisiana, said no? Yeah, how's that? Yeah, I'm sure that's going to age well. That vote. He's probably already like, why the fuck did I do that? You're voting against pedophiles. Like if we can't agree that abusing children is bad, why are we we should just put our country down. Like we can't agree on that. So that's what that was. That's basically what that was. Then Schumer came forward. Yeah. Even broken clocks can be right twice a day. And Schumer came forward and did the unanimous vote. It's a move. It's a good move. And they weren't expecting that. I think as Johnson, you could tell the way he was acting afterwards. Speaker Johnson. And they were flabbergasted by that. They were not expecting that. Which is good. That's how you hit the opponent. I wasn't expecting you hit me. Why'd you do that? That's how he was. They didn't go along with the plan. I don't know what to do now. So of course I went to Trump's desk, and what I missed in the last video I made, I said Trump would veto it, but again, looking back on that, it's like, what is that? If it's already gone through, just like I hadn't seen at that point. I made that video before he completely switched his whole tune and said, "Oh no, now I want everybody to do it." What? He's like, you've been so 99.99% of the time you've been against something, but then once that thing is inevitable to happen that you were against, now you're for it. He's the guy again. He just jumps right over the line at the last minute. No, I'm for this side. The side that wins. Because I want to win. 5-year-old. But we're just such trusting, gullible, whatever. This guy's got a spell on us that we are all just, now he's for it. It's fucking ridiculous. So anyway, and then I thought that he would veto it at that time when I made it. But he signed it. But when he signed it, and basically, his signing it means nothing. Now it's the law. Oh, well, I've been breaking the law every fucking day. I broke the law before I was president. I broke the law, before I was president the first time. I've been breaking the law. What law? Law? What's that? Consequence is what I understand. I understand consequence. Law? Not so much. I've been running around that for a long time. Again, the little kid in gym class when the gym teacher explains the rules of the game. All the other kids are listening to try to figure out so that they can obey the rules. He's the one kid that's sitting there thinking, I want to be able to break the rules. I want to know the rules so that I could break them. I want to break them. I want to break the rules. That's what I want to do. Right? And so that's this whole thing with the files. again, it's just going to be like, well, I'm not doing it. Pam Bondi, I ought to, I'm going to, tell Pam Bondi, no, don't do it. So then they're breaking the law. And these people, like, they're more and more, they're going to keep breaking the law. No, you're not doing it. No, you're not releasing it. No, you're not. Is my name scrubbed out of there yet? I said that months ago. There's no way. If he showed us anything, not just throughout his presidency, but throughout his life, there can be I have to be the best. Everybody has to think. So if something comes out that doesn't make me look good, makes me look really bad, because I did something bad in all this, I think we know at this point he was bad, like real bad. Real bad. Bad. That kind of bad. Like bad. Like the kind of bad that you don't only get locked up for, but they like make a special section of like a wing of the whole prison just for you. That kind of bad. So there's no way. His level of ego and everything at this point, there's no way that would be such a. Again, that's why I said, like I said in past video months ago, like the Epstein, if that stuff really comes out, it could be a death blow to him. Because he's not well. And I'm sure that you have the combined might of the medical might of Walter Reed just trying to keep this Blues Brother car going another mile. Like, shit, this guy's fucking, we just gave him all this treatment and this and that. And now he's down in 3 quarter pounders and 2 fillet of fish and a fucking Coke. Diet Coke. Sorry. That's the one good thing. Yeah, good thing for you. And a large fry. Gotta have the fries. And, he's just, he's not gonna. They're not gonna. The public. I mean, again, it's all consequence. How? I'm not gonna give you the files of the people. There's no independent anything. Again, there's no. It's not the Nixon era. There's no independent. DOJ. There's not people who gotta fall on the sword. No. Or at least if this whole thing is brought to light, it's going to be from people at the lower ends that start just leaking this and leaking that, and it's death by 1,000 cuts. But in the end, it's the Congress. Courts aren't going to fix this. Executive is the disease. The Congress has to come together and just again, it's self-survival. We'll win the day. It's self-survival. And the way that they just came together recently, they could do that again. Like, this is absolute madness. He just said today, that, 6 members of Congress, brilliant, talented, democratic members of Congress, veterans, all veterans, came forth in a joint statement basically saying that unlawful orders do not need to be followed. They put themselves on a side. That's a side. We the people do not serve a king, a man, one demagogue. We do not. We serve the Constitution. We serve us. And even if the one who gets voted in, however it happened, for the second time, after a completely maniacal and just, where it threatened to, storm the Capitol. And got a disastrous first term. Worst in presidential history. Top 10 contender in world history. Even after that, this man got voted in. After being convicted, 34 felony counts, adjudicated rapist, sleazeball at the core. And so, it has to be, the Congress has to come forward and just, whether it's, I think that MRI is out there, but again, the cabinet, they just, You know, their noses are all up his ass, and it's just maybe they won't, even though they probably have damning 25th Amendment medical evidence of dementia, strokes, just unfitness for the level of that job that job requires. I could also see them we're not going to do anything about it. So impeachment may be the only way. And it's, as the American people just see more and more, like, we got a madman at the wheel. We got a madman at the wheel. I think I was in a PetSmart recently. And they've got those doggy daycares in the back. You can walk back with the window with the dogs all in there, and there's usually like one, usually a girl. Or there's like someone in their, late teens, early 20s, and they're just kind of sitting there and they're playing with the dogs. And then you might have one dog like sleeping over on the side. Think, don't bother me, please. And then other dogs are like playing. Maybe half of them are playing, and some are just kind of milling around. And then once in a while, a dog will get bad, or do something bad, and then the girl steps in, and then that dog stops. But Trump, he's the dog that the owner brings, and it's probably has to be the first and last time that any sane business would let this dog in. And the owner brings him in, it's going to leave him for a few hours, pays, whatever it is, and that dog just enters that scene, that room, where the customers can see in from the glass, and enters that room with these other like dozen dogs. And just right off the bat, like this girl who was having a nice day and having fun with the dogs, before you know it, she's got like 3 or 4 fires to put out all at once. Like, this new dog came in, and within like 15 seconds, he bit the leg of one. He went over and pissed on another that lifted his leg on another that was trying to sleep. And that one gets up. It's like, what the fuck? He just pissed on me. The other one's crying because it bit its leg. And then while she's trying to like look at the one that gets pissed on and the one with the leg, then before you know it, you hear this. And that little dog's trying to like ride this bulldog that was sleeping. Like. And the girl's got to call for backup. Can't handle it. Just because there's one dog. And the owner had already paid for 3 hours. So he won't be back for like 3 hours. And then before you know it, it takes the whole goddamn staff. They have to call people in. This dog is not even a big dog. It's just everywhere all the time, fucking every single thing up that it touches. Always and forever. And that's him. That's not going to change. And it's intensifying his madness that has always been there. But somehow there was something within him that, call it that, just like that saneness that every human being has to have. Like, that's been diminishing more and more and more, and that this madness is just coming forth. As I've said many times, like, as his physical deterioration increases, so will the degree of madness increase. He just called for the hanging, like late 18th century George Washington style, like you hang the seditious men. He just called for the hanging of 6 Democratic Congress members. Veterans, all, who basically put a warning out to the troops that you do not have to follow unlawful orders. Because, you have a madman at the wheel. A dictator, authoritarian. Call for their execution. And what do you hear from the Republican side? Crickets. But this behavior is going to intensify. It's going to intensify. And we just have to keep calling it out. I mean, what are you going to do? At some point, unless the military must get involved. I don't know. But this is going there. He's not going down without a goddamn fight. And that's where I hear people all like, oh, he'll resign, he'll leave. Now, if January 6th, 2021, if that taught us anything, it's that there is no end. There's no line. There's no line that he won't cross. I feel that. I feel that strongly. And if the military went along, he would order them to kill Americans. I guarantee you. No question. None. And under his leadership, under his administration, unless there happens to be, like, none of these Epstein files are going to truly come out that implicate him. They will not. All of the incriminating material that's come out so far has been from the estate. So unless the estate has more, damning information, I'm sure it does. But, if that one survivor, that Katie Johnson, 2016, when she filed the lawsuit against, if she came forward, like, something has to, a human being, a tape, something has to link it. Like, it's so close. Maybe the dam is already broken. I don't think so, though. It's close. It just needs to, because they're not going to, the current DOJ, they're not going to release the stuff. They're not. And he's going to create, and if you notice right now, after this today of him talking about hanging a half dozen Democratic congressmen and women, nobody's talking about the Epstein files. Of the law that was just passed. No, they're talking about that. Ever increasing and intensifying madness in order to distract the Wizard of Oz. He's going to start, now before he was throwing smoke bombs, now he's throwing hand grenades. But pretty soon it's going to be mortar rounds. And after that's going to be missiles. He will not and cannot stop. Must be brought down. A true malignancy must be brought down. Must be impeached. 25th Amendment. He is the captain of the Titanic. He is going to bring this ship down with everybody on it. Oh, yeah. So, could go on and on, but it's enough. All right. Lots of love. God bless.